40 of the top NHL prospects in the United States Hockey League will be competing in front of NHL scouts in Omaha, Nebraska's Ralston Arena. Following a record-breaking year in which no junior league in the world had more NHL draft picks, the USHL is back to put on one of the most talented shows in the game of junior hockey.
It helps assemble, for us, the top prospects in the league. And at this event with the prospects game, it enables us to bring the top 40 players from the league, puts them in a little different environment, a little different role than they play with their own club teams.
They're basically, gathering the best NHL prospects that they think are in the league this year. And so for me, the biggest thing, that we're looking for is kids that are going to treat this as an opportunity to separate themselves from the next guy.
I think the most important thing is, you want to play hard, you want to be a good teammate, but you want to do something so you're seen. And whether it's from working hard on a shift, making a play, but this is a game that you don't want to blend. You want to stand out.
How you play in this game is definitely going to get you some looks. Play like yourself, you do the right things, you do the small things, the details, and those add up during the game, and those get you noticed.
I want to be the go-to guy if it's a minute left and you're either down by 1 goal or up by 1 goal. I want to be the guy who makes kind of a difference out there.
I try not to, think about who's better than who, and I think if I'm playing my game, I'm right up there with some of the better guys in the game.
I'm the kind of guy that, loves to be on the ice, loves the game, so I'm always, rearing to play, ready to play, wanting to play, like practice. I'm always going out early.
It should be a good showcase here to, show some guys what you're made of. Well, just to see, who the other top guys in the league really are. I'm pretty excited to see, where I stand compared to those guys.
There's no kid that's going to ever regret coming here and working his bag off and hitting guys maybe that he played with, maybe guys he knows, but you're never going to be thinking about that in 10 years when you're sipping from the Stanley Cup and going, man, I really wish I didn't hit Bobby that hard in that game. Like, you're never going to think that, but you might think, gosh, I wish I would have done a little more. I wish I would have tried a little harder or treated that game as what it is, which is an opportunity to showcase myself and my abilities and separate myself from the pack.
The day before the big game, the players go through a series of on-ice testing, gauging the players' speed, agility, and puck handling. It's an opportunity for not just the scouts, but also for the players to see where they line up against their peers.
Obviously it's like nerve-wracking because there's so many scouts out there, but it's a fun time. It's a chance to showcase your talent with all the best players in the USHL. I'm gonna try to play my game to the best I can, try to get shots on net and hopefully get lucky and have one go in. Ultimately I'm trying to play professional hockey and get paid to play hockey. That's a dream. Love to play in the NHL. I haven't skated backwards in 10 years.
I'm not meant to skate back.
Despite performing extremely well during the on-ice testing, 18-year-old Tri-City Storm forward and former Omaha AAA player Wade Allison awaits another test. Hours before his return to Omaha, Nebraska, he suffered a hard hit to the head, and any player with such an injury is required to undergo a concussion test. A failed test would render him ineligible to play in Tuesday night's game.
The puck was in our zone, and it went D to D, so I went out to block the shot, and it just went straight into my chin right here, and I just yard sailed all my stuff, just went everywhere, and just left the ice immediately. It was excruciating. I just ran to the locker room, towel over my face. I just laid on the floor. I thought I was gonna die.
You know what, he's had some freak funny injuries over the last couple years. And that's probably tougher on them, not being able to play, not being able to perform. We're always preaching patience to them, right? you know, and if he wasn't allowed to play, you know what? That's okay. Keep at it, and it'll come.
I'd be pretty upset, but I mean, I guess it's for my health, for me not to play. Better safe than sorry, I guess.
Well, I think the USHL is a league that's it's continuing to grow and improve. It's a league, very good coaching, very good development. It's a natural progression for kids on their way to college. We like the timeline that they're allowed to develop. Here it's a process. They develop here, then they go on to college, and they continue the development.
I've been doing this now 7 years, and I coached in it as well. And it's the best U.S. league you can play in, period. And the best players tend to come here. They tend to attract the best coaches as well. And you know, if you're a young kid in the U.S. and you're mostly looking to go to college, but there's other avenues you can pursue and go through the USHL as well. It's the league to go to.
I wanted to play in this league because there are older guys who are faster and stronger that make me play better and make me rise to that level. I just want to stand out, that's all, whether that's, you know, for working hard, for blocking shots, for back checking well, for forechecking well, for scoring goals or whatever it may be. I just want to stand out somehow.
He's really physical. He's really good with the puck on his stick down below the goal line and down below the tops of the circles, and he's got a sneaky good hard shot and a good set of hands for a bigger guy.
From ages 2 to 6, I figure skated, so my figure skating teacher, she went up to my mom and she was like, yeah, well, you should put him in hockey because, you know, all he wants to do is go fast. So, I mean, that's kind of ironic because I'm one of the slowest guys out there. So that's when my father put me in hockey lessons.
We'll probably not share that with the team when we get back because I don't know that's fodder in the dressing room, that's for sure.
I put my left shin pad on first and my left elbow pad on first, and you know, so on and so on. I draw eyes on my stick, which is kind of weird. I get chirped for it a lot, but I mean, I don't care.
2016 top prospect John Wojciechowski, along with many other USHL players, was drafted to play for a city hundreds of miles from his own. To help provide the players with a sense of structure and guidance, the USHL arranges a billet family system. Volunteers open their households to young players, providing a place to live that mimics the comforts of home.
It's just the two of us. We don't have any children. And I mean, this is just has opened us up to an altogether new world. I always tell the parents, I said, you know what? I says, we don't have any kids. So I says, we borrow yours for 9 months out of the year. And we spoil them, and then we send them back to you to get straightened out.
We just treat them like their family. And what's a really nice, rewarding thing to hear is the parents will say, oh, he loves it here so much, and that just makes us feel so good knowing that he's comfortable there. That makes us feel a lot better. So when we hear that, you know, that feels good. You may not hear directly from the young man himself, but you'll hear it from the parents.
It's very touching, it's very heartwarming because you have memories of every single player. There's something special about each player that you remember that when you look at it, you go, oh yeah, he did that or he said that or, you know, whatever. But it just brings up some really good memories and good times, and it's very heartwarming. It's very... There's a little piece of each one of them in your heart that stays with you. You know, no one can take the place of their mom and dad. No one can take the place of their parents. But we're just kind of a temporary fill-in while the time that they're here playing for the Lancers and they're away from home.
Have fun, buddy. Have fun.
We'll see you Tuesday. I got your jersey on. I'll be wearing it.
All right.
I mean, it's definitely an honor. I mean, I've been working for this, and I remember watching the game last year and thinking, I want to be in that next year, and that's kind of been my goal. I've been kind of nervous the last couple of days, but I was talking to my dad yesterday, and he was like, all the other guys are just as nervous as you are, and I mean, It's obviously going to be a little pressure when you know it's a lot of NHL scouts and teams looking at you when you're out there, but I mean, if I'm thinking too much about that, I'm not going to have a good game. I just got to be calm and then try to play the best you can and then just go from there.
Good news comes to Ludwig and the rest of Team West as Wade Allison's concussion test results come back negative. He's clear to play. As a full 40-man Top Prospects 2016 class enjoys dinner and viewing a football game on the big screen, they are treated to a surprise guest, former NHL star and current NHL broadcaster, Eddie Olczyk.
Thank you. How you guys doing? I'm sure you don't want to hear from an old guy, so I'll make this quick. Take advantage of this opportunity, not only being here in Omaha, but from where you guys play. The reality of where you guys are right now in your life is that the sky's the limit. Believing in yourself. Coaches are going to get mad at you. Things aren't going to go well for a period of time. But as I said earlier, the true colors of someone or some team aren't when things are great, but when things are tough. That's when you really show what the hell you're made of. You guys have to believe in yourself. But this league is very highly regarded. I flew in this afternoon with a couple of teams were represented. They're not just sending 1 or 2 people here. They got 5 and 6 people here. They believe in this league. If you're playing in this league, you're good. Don't live your life wishing you would have done something. Don't wish you would have went in and asked for help from the coaches with video, or boy, I wish I would have gone out there and shot more pucks, or I wish I would have trained harder, or there's lots of those guys out there. But don't live your life wishing you would have worked harder or take advantage of this opportunity tomorrow. Just play. Play tomorrow. Have fun. No pressure. No pressure. If you think it's right, do it. A lot of people watching. But don't be in a hurry. Everything will take care of itself. Best of luck to all you guys. All right, make sure you have fun tomorrow.
This is a very deserving honor for a lot of you guys to be here today, okay? You know, this event's about you. Go out there and showcase yourself, okay? It's about you and what you can be as a hockey player. Let's make sure we're showing up here ready to work tonight, guys, eh? All right, good job.
We're sitting with the Blackhawk guys at the game. I went to have dinner with them, and they just said, make sure you tell your guys, like, to compete. It's not the NHL skills comp. Like, yeah, we're here to watch them, like, be physical and compete. I think as a coaching staff, again, we just want them to have an enjoyable experience where they get the chance to show their best and the handcuffs are off and they can play hockey.
Such a big game for all of these players tonight, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see them come together here. And certainly I know the guys, they're pumped up. They're ready to get this thing going.
It's going to get serious here in a couple of minutes.
Hey, wish me luck, boys.
Before the start of the game, the young men entertain the crowd with a skills competition, a friendly battle, and a chance to show off their impressive abilities.
I'm going to go with a fake backhand shot. Ah, you had me there.
Hey, that's all right. They win the competition, we win the game.
Ah, we're going in. Let's go, let's go.
We are finally set to go. 2016 USHL NHL Top Prospects game.
Hey, let's get one right off the hop here, yeah? Might as well, right? I mean, we're here.
We have our first down-man rush of the night. It's a 2-on-1. Ross Colton to the front of the net. A nice cutback, and we have our first goal of the night.
Oh my God, O'Leary's. Nice play, boys.
And that's Dubuque's Michael O'Leary, 1-0 East.
Skates untied.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Saucer pass, picked up, 3-on-2 developing for East. Down the left wing side, Willie Neerum. Neerum cuts to the front, shot, they score! Willie Neerum to the front of the net, and finishing up was Ross Colton, 2-0 East with 6:21 to go in the first.
I never thought I'd see that. Oh, wow!
And Team East off to a 2-0 lead. Right now, both teams playing well, but certainly East has had the edge here of late. They're playing real well right now.
Work for possession, okay? Too many one and dones. All right? Keep working your done. Keep working, all right? Here we go.
That is the Willie move.
That's Willie.
What, drive wide?
Drive wide, throw it in.
I was like, I figured you were going to shoot off the pad or something was going to come to me, but I'll take that.
Bryce, you getting it?
Attempting to change the game's momentum, Ludwig Hoff and the rest of Team West look to close the gap of a 2-goal deficit.
I think I'm just going to try to skate it out a couple of times.
Despite several scoring chances, they come up just short.
Boys, we used all the shock tape. We got all sweaty. You know, might as well go out and get 2 points, right?
And we are set to go for the third period, the final period of the 2016 USHL NHL Top Prospects game. On the ice, trying to get a number there. We see a number 10, Michael Boyle. Now left side, tapped in front, and they score!
A goal from Wade Allison gets Team West going.
Okay,
But Team East doesn't stay quiet for long.
Shot, and that's off the inside of the right post and in. What a release!
Yeah, baby! Kids buzzing!
Boys.
Must be nice. Must be nice to be like that.
The white-hot team from the East proves too much for the West, and the 2016 Top Prospects game comes to an end with a final score of 6-2. The MVP honors from the winning side go to Cedar Rapids star Ross Colton, with a Prospects game record-setting 3 goals and 2 assists on the night. And from the West, to a young man who almost missed the game entirely, former local prodigy Wade Allison.
You never know who's going to make it to the NHL, who's not. So you look back at this game, and let's say there's a handful of guys that make it to the NHL. You look back and say, oh, I played with those guys, or I was on the same line with those guys. And you make some of those special moments and memories that you can tell whatever your kids or your grandchildren about, and I think that'll be something pretty special that you'll get from this. So.
When I'm older and I look back at my USHL experience, it's not going to be, you know, the wins or whatever it may be. It'll be the relationships and the friendships I've built throughout the years, you know, and it'll be remembering the fans and the Dubuque and everything, and just having a great time with the guys on my team, building friendships that'll last a lifetime. You know, I spend 5, 6, even 7 hours a day with some of these guys, and that just doesn't go out the window when we leave.
You guys watch?
Yeah, pretty good game. You played well.
Thank you. Sorry about the fight, Mom. Hey, good job tonight, bud. Proud of you.
Thanks, Dad. I will. Bye, guys. I love you.
This game is a very special honor, but at the end of the day, you have to go out and compete, get better every day. And just because you made this game does not mean you'll be drafted, or it doesn't mean whatever it may be, or if you do poorly in this game, it doesn't mean you won't be drafted. This game's not the end all be all. At the end of the day, it's who calls your name in June. So.